My mom always said, if you're bored, you're boring. And I always thought she was right, because how could you be bored with something as amazing as the human brain attached to your head? I'm not a science guy, and I don't know much about the brain, but I've always been fascinated by one simple story. It's the story of the patient that sees a doctor because of chest pains and a high heart rate. The doctor gives the patient a pill to take once a day, and by the next week, the patient feels better. No chest pains, and a lower heart rate. Then the doctor reveals the pill was just a capsule of sugar. The truth is that the patient's brain did most of the work, if not all of it. This is called the placebo effect. And it's also the basic premise to Dumbo, the flying elephant, and his relationship to the magic feather. But then I woke up one day and I was 18 years old, and I was bored. I'm not sure if this was a gradual thing or something that happened in an instant. I couldn't attribute it to any specific aspect of my life, but I also couldn't deny the fact that I was indeed bored. Now, for others, this single solitary moment could be seen as merely a fleeting thought met by yet another distraction, but for me, this meant by my mother's thesis that I was now boring. Quickly, I got to thinking. This boredom must stop. Surely I'm not boring, therefore something must change. This is my life. This is my brain. I must act swiftly and show myself who I really am. I started to imagine the possibilities. I could start an internet company. I could run for office. I could explore an exotic island. I could become an international spy. The possibilities are literally limitless.
That's a negative upstairs.
How could she disappear? It's impossible.
Have you checked the 18-year-old male in residence?
If he knows anything, we're gonna have to eliminate him.
Well, let's find out.
Get him! You go!
Please don't hurt me. Oh.
No, of course not. I
need water.
Yes, water.
Water
would be good. Water, right? Just water. Stay right there. Okay. Think, Zach. Think. There is a mermaid in the back of this truck that you just stole from two men that broke into your house, and now she needs water. Water, Zach.
Hello. Whoa, hey, slow down, big fella. All right? You found a what?
like that, I was no longer bored.
So let's talk about the placebo effect and imagination, which the video referred to. Placebo effect is a very legitimate thing, that when you think a certain way, you can cure stuff. But our instinct is to say, all right, so I've got a sore back, so if I just imagine it's not there, is it gone? Now it's more like, think about it like a frown. If you're worried about something, it's causing the frown. You don't need a massage, it'll help, but if you're still worried about it, it's going to keep causing that. So what they're saying from the imagination point of view is that there are things that if you were to imagine them, you would actually start to feel better. Your body would actually respond differently. So for example, if you were to imagine one of your mates getting kicked in the groin, just the idea of it is entertaining enough for you to laugh, and it changes your body. Deploying that to your life when it comes to, say, your boredom or just creating a life that is interesting to you, what we've got to do is perhaps not imagine a spy and a mermaid. That's one thing, it's a bit of fun. But what we really want to do is start to imagine a life that we would enjoy, but don't look for one big massive solution. It's more like thinking about, what kind of wardrobe would I like? Like, what kind of activities would I like to do on the weekend? What kind of friends would I like to have? What kind of words would I like people to use to describe me? And as I start to imagine these little things, I start to build up a big interesting life that I can grow into. So it's not a matter of case of saying, well, I'm bored, so therefore let's imagine. And now I'm not bored anymore. It's really a case of imagine something that you could grow into. And it's easy to think, especially in a Western world, that if I imagine myself being a doctor or I imagine myself getting certain grades, then all my problems will be solved. But it doesn't really work like that, because whether you're a doctor or you got awesome grades or the like, it doesn't really matter, because you've still got a bedroom that you live in, and you've still got relationships with your parents, and you've got a whole lot of things that could still make you happy or sad. So the imagination is imagining a life, like a complete vision for you to grow into. That's the merit of imagination. It's not an immediate solution. It's something that when we focus on it, we at least know where to go. And an easy example would be, when you're driving a car, you don't look out the side windows, you look out the front one. So you've got to make sure that you're imagining where you want to move to.